Water disruptions are the pits, and we hate it when we switch on our tap and find stinky water that looks like National Service Camp coffee pouring out into our sinks. Or worse, nothing at all. What happens then? There are long queues at the static tanks, people queuing up for water, and the mineral water on the supermarket shelves being cleared out. And then you got some really angry people like UMNO Youth Exco member Arman Azhar and his squad flinging buckets and bottles at the SUK in Shah Alam. Is the problem as simple as turning off a tap though? Let's zoom in on what's been happening in the pipework of Selangor's water source. Things took on an unusual geopolitical twist last week when pollution that allegedly originated from Negeri Sembilan entered Selangor's raw water supply, forcing the closure of the Sungai Langat water treatment plant after odor pollution was detected at 7:30 AM on the 23rd of August at its raw water intakes. Since then, the plant had operated intermittently while authorities waited for the pollution to clear. It was shut down at least 5 times over the past week, but then the problem of pollution didn't go away. Not too far away, the Semenyih water treatment plant was also affected and shut down after odor pollution was detected in the intakes. The water supply disruptions took out the main supplies for about 1.6 to 1.8 million people, depending on who's reporting this stuff, in parts of Hulu Langat, Kuala Langat, Sepang and Petaling districts, and even threw a wrench in some of the Deepawali celebrations that happened on the 29th of October. Selangor authorities traced the source of the pollution to soil contaminated with 4-bromodiphenyl ether at a site in Nilai. These supposedly got washed into Sungai Buah and then flowed 4.7 kilometers downstream to enter Sungai Semenyih. The Semenyih water treatment plant is a further 3.2 kilometers downstream of the confluence of the two rivers. This chemical has a distinct odor that is often described as diesel-like and is considered harmful and potentially fatal if swallowed or inhaled, as well as toxic to aquatic life. This chemical is commonly added to foam, plastic upholstery and other materials as a flame retardant. That means it's to prevent or to delay it from catching fire and buy time for people to escape a burning building. Of course, the Selangor Menteri Besar Azmin Ali couldn't just sit there and do nothing. On October 27, workers began building bunds at the confluence between Sungai Buah and Sungai Semenyih. On the following day, however, the first of the 3 bunds overflowed amidst heavy rain, while the other 2 were not ready yet, forcing another closure of the water treatment plant. In the meantime, the Selangor government also experimented to find ways to reduce the odor pollution, and good old activated carbon did the trick. Following which 10 tons of activated carbon were used to treat the water at the confluence on October 29, and another 10 tons were used to treat the contaminated site in Nilai, which brought the facilities back up and running once again. However, this was short-lived when the state depleted its activated carbon reserve on the 30th of October. Amongst the Negeri Sembilan authorities involved in investigating the pollution are its State Water Regulatory Authority (BKSA) as well as the Nilai Municipal Council. Alongside them, the federal government's Department of Environment, Drainage and Irrigation Department and Forestry Department are working on it as well. Against Selangor's accusation of apathy towards its plight, however, Negeri Sembilan Menteri Besar Muhammad Hassan had denied doing nothing about the pollution despite not making any announcements of a cleanup operation. At the onset of the crisis, Selangor Menteri Besar Azmin Ali had claimed that there is strong evidence of sabotage by UMNO and Barisan Nasional to undermine the Selangor government, but he didn't provide any evidence to back his statement up. This was met with cynicism and the typical internet fight reactions from the Barisan Nasional. The only thing he says he has done so far, however, about the allegation is that the Selangor Water Management Authority (LUAS) has lodged a police report over the matter. Natural Resources and Environment Minister Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar said investigations have not found any evidence of sabotage so far, but stopped short of ruling out the possibility. The Selangor government has a lot on its shoulders when it comes to water, and with this amount of nonsense in the water supplies, a shutdown is justified to prevent civilians from ingesting poisonous and potentially fatal pollutants. Solving the problem is one thing, but how can the government prevent something like this from happening again? That's left to be seen. Till next time, I'm Daniel Anthony for KiniTV. Thanks for watching Quickiepedia.